What's up guys, macadii here, and today guys, the week 5 battle of the Pokemon Fight Club where I was up against Pikajoe, coach of the Sparking Bolts. Now if you're excited for this, don't forget to leave a like down below. I would really appreciate it. If we could get this to 70 likes again, that would be absolutely fantastic. Now, we only need to get one more win to get into the playoffs, so this one is really key. I think we're almost guaranteed with 4, but 5 means we are guaranteed. And I really want to try and go for a complete set of wins, you know, get 7 wins within the whole season, and potentially the ultimate aim is to win the league, obviously, but to get 7 wins in the first part of the season would be absolutely fantastic. So what we're going to do is we're going to run through Pikajoe's team, then we're going to run through what I decided to bring, and then finally we're going to go over to the battle. So this guy has got a very interesting team, I must admit. It's very offensive. There isn't a huge amount of bulk behind it. Actually, no, there is a bit of sneaky bulk, but there's no walls or anything like that present too much of a threat. So he has got Mega Ampharos, Latias, Hoopa-Alt, very scary, Breloom, Pangoro, Noivern, Kyurem, Eelektross, Venusaur, Drapion, Carracosta, Kabutops, Rotom-Frost, and Unfezant. So lots of very offensive things, but not much. As I said, no real form of recovery on most of the mons. Obviously, Latias is the main exception. So that's going to be quite interesting. Also, the guy is not the most experienced at battling, as far as I'm aware. So I think he's currently 4-0. So, but I do not want to underestimate this guy, because if we underestimate and get this wrong, then obviously our win streak is lost. So I still wanted to put a good amount of prep into this match, and I'm very happy with the team that I decided to build for this. So what we've got is, first of all, the Diggersby. The Diggersby is a very good bond against the team, because what you'll notice is the fact that he has no resistance to normal types. So basically, Scarf Diggersby outspeeds his entire team. Return just bops so many of his mons, which is really great. Does, you know, most of them it 2-hit KOs, so that's really nice. Obviously, I guess Kabutops is an exception, but even then I could EQ. Return's still going to do a respectable amount to Kabutops. I know, I guess Carracosta as well. So maybe it wasn't perfect, but it's only his NU and PU mons, I think. No, just his NU mons that resist the returns. So I can basically freely fire off returns most of the times. I've got switch-ins into those two, so I'm not too worried about that. So we've got the Scarf Diggersby there, as I said, with Return, Earthquake, U-turn, and then finally Quick Attack, because in case he brings his own Scarfer that may outspeed me, like he may bring Scarf Latias, or maybe a Scarf Noivern as well. So I'd have to watch out for that, or even Scarf Kyurem. There's quite a few different things that he could potentially Scarf. So having a bit of priority on there is really nice to have. So that was the plan with this guy. Then what we've got, I'm going to move over to our Woocore. Dovahkiin puts in so much work against this guy. For some reason, the EVs are messed up, typical Showdown. But basically, it's a mixed spread with Magic Guard, and this allows me to wall a lot of his team, which is really nice. We've got Moonblast on there, obviously. I think it hits everything neutrally, or at least for super effective damage, outside of Venusaur. So that's really nice. So I'm very happy with this. T-Wave allows us to slow down his team a lot. As I said, he's got some fast threats, so being able to get T-Waves on those makes the rest of the team handle it a lot better. So that was the plan with this guy. He's just going to come in, support the team with some wishes. I can switch out, you know, get wish support and things like that. So that was the plan with this guy. Then we've got the Braviary, the Gligar, same sort of set as before, but this is the same sort of concept. We've got a Spadef set with a Bold Nature. This allows us to wall a lot of things. We can also, we do have to watch out for Hoopa. We can handle a Scarf Hoopa with this guy, which is really nice. We do, obviously, Life Orb Hoopa is a worry, but then if it's Life Orb, a lot of my team outspeeds it, so it's not as much of a worry. If it's Scarfed, Gligar can handle it outside of like a Freak HP Ice or something like that. But between Dovahkiin and Braviary, I should be able to play around it and work out exactly how to beat it, because it is a very scary mon in Trough format. Then what I decided to do was bring Hail Hydra, because he has no fairy type or anything like that. I can drop Dracos whenever I want, and it's just a great situation to have that. We've got another choice Scarfer there, because it makes a lot of sense. I can outspeed all of his team, drop Dracos wherever I want, and go on from there. We've got U-turn there, so we can U-turn out into that from that Hoopa. We've also got U-turn on the Fugs Bunny for that same reason. But this guy is guaranteed to outspeed Hoopa, which is really important. Whereas Fugs Bunny, he can't outspeed a actually, yeah, if it's Scarfed, it might be a bit of a roll. It depends how much speed investment he'd put in. So that's why I also wanted to Hail Hydra, because that gives me just another switch in. Every time Hoopa gets a kill, I come in and I get the initiative with U-turn. Then what we've got is we've got our Bullet Bill set. I decided to go for a Adamant set, because the only thing that I was speed tying with was Latias at full investment, and I think that his fastest monster, he's got Noivern, which I can't outspeed, then it goes Latias, and then it goes Kyurem. So as long as I can outspeed Kyurem, that's all I need to do, and also a Drapion and a few other things. So I could run Adamant with 248 in HP, and that just pips it, so that's really, really nice. We've got Meteor Mash, Zen Headbutt, and Earthquake, which hits everything really hard, and then Power Up Punch, because all of his faster threats we can typically take a hit from. So if we can get a Power Up Punch off, take the next thing out, and then go and take something else out, that would be really sweet. We could get potentially like a free kill streak with Bullet Bill, which would be really, really fantastic. And then finally, in the back, we have got Jafar. This guy's designed to stop a lot of potential sweepings. So we've got, as I said, Scarf Hooper is spooky, which is why we've got the Signal Beam on there, which is going to do a really good amount of damage. We've got Dazzling Gleam there, because that hits all of his dragon types. And he's got 4 dragons. Yeah, he's got 4 dragons, so that's really, really nice. And just hits, really, hits the Breloom as well, but I guess we would Psychic that, to be fair. And then finally, Hidden Power Grass, because that helps us with the Kabutops if he decides to set up with Carracosta. We've got the Hidden Power Grass for that, so that's absolutely fine. There's no Shell Smash shenanigans from him. So overall, I was very happy with the team. It seemed to be pretty solid and checked a lot of his threats, but also we managed to put a lot of offensive pressure on him as well. So what we're going to do now is move over to the battle so you guys can see how that worked. Okay, so we are at the battle now, and as you can see, he brought a lot of dragon types, which is good to see because we've got our Scarf Hydreigon there. Nothing on his team appreciates a Draco being dropped. Maybe a Assault Vest Eelektross, but even then, I can just bring it out and go out into something else and just keep dropping Dracos and go on from there. He also has none of his rock types, so Diggersby has a field day as well. So I was really liking the look of this matchup right now. So what I decided to do is lead off with Hydreigon. I can drop a Draco if I need to, and see what he decides to do. So he leads off here with his Ampharos, as I lead off with Hail Hydra. Now, at this point here, I was thinking, do I drop a Draco? But it was a roll at max HP, and if he was Spadef, he'd have taken it. Dragon Pulse would then KO'd me back. This guy, as I said, was really, really important because he can just absolutely wreck this guy's team and just drop Draco. So I was not going to do that just for damage. I have Clefable as a switch in, so I decided to do that. So I just U-turn out here, figured it was the best bet, so I do go for that U-turn, get a crit, which is quite nice, and I do go out into Dovahkiin here, as he goes for the T-Bolt. So that was a really good prediction on his part, predicting me to switch out there. I am going to go for the Wish here. I'm going to play it safe, because as I said, Clefable is also really important. I wall most of his team with this set, so that's really, really nice. So I'm just going to play it safe with the Clefable, get some wishes off. When I'm at full HP, I can... So for example, at this point here, I can go for that Wish, and now I can go for a Moonblast and get a huge amount of damage off from this guy, 57%, which is absolutely fantastic. He is going to keep going for those T-Bots. He does get that power. Now, that power is going to be very, very dangerous because we are Wish Protect. So, that's very, very spooky. He does get the Thunder, so he's got something to hit us really, really hard, which is extra spooky. We do get the Protect off, which is really, really key, as he does go for another Thunder. He's hitting all of these Thunders, which is absolutely insane. So, at this point here, I do go into Fug's Bunny. This was quite a bold play, but I was saying he was going for the electric move every time. There's no way he's going to go for a dragon move. I'm better off just going to Fug's Bunny. I can revenge kill this guy and go for a return. Or I guess not revenge kill, just go and kill the guy. Goes into Eelektross here. I know I can't kill this guy, and I can go into Hydreigon. This was a tricky play. He could have packed the HP Ice here. I knew I could have taken a HP Ice, but I know he's a big fan of Aqua Tail by watching the previous videos, so I decided Hail Hydra is probably the best bet here. I can go out, scout to see if he's got that, and he does in fact have that Aqua Tail, which is really nice, and I can drop a Draco here, and that just blows that Unfezant straight out the water, which is absolutely great. Does go into Ice Dragon here. Now this guy is very, very spooky. So I go into Dovahkiin here as he goes to the Dragon Tail trying to phase us out. So that was a really, really good switch on our part. He goes to the Ancient Power, and he gets the boosts. Now at this point, and I get paralyzed. So at this point here, I'm like, oh my goodness, this is not a good situation right now. I do have the Alakazam in the back, but that Spadef boost, like, Kyurem's bulk is respectable, and this may end up being really, really bad for me. He does go for that Earth Power, so, and then my Spadef drops as well, so Moonblast is doing absolutely nothing, and I'm in a bit of a pickle right now. I don't want to lose Dovahkiin, so I'm trying to work out exactly what to do, so I decided to T-Wave it. That way he's not a problem. I can Wish up the next turn if I need to and play around that. So T-Waving this guy was really, really huge. He does go for more Earth Powers, and my Spadef is just falling through the roof right now. Luckily I get that Protect off there after the with the paralysis and everything like that, so it's a really, really spooky time for my Clefable. But I'm getting that recovery. He is going for Earth Power each time, so I predict go out into Batty Beat. It was a bit of a risk. He could have gone for Ice Beam, but I do decide to get that U-turn off, which is great, and go out into Metagross because I knew he was going to go for the Ice move. He does go for that Blizzard, getting a crit and doing a huge amount of damage on Bullet Bill, which is not great at all because now we're in Noivern Flamethrower range. So what I do have to do is switch out here. I just go straight back out into Dovahkiin because, as I said, Dovahkiin walls this guy to an extent. We would have been in a bit of trouble from a Hurricane or something like that. I don't know if he predicts the switch there going for the Draco Meteor. I'm not 100% sure. He does go for the S. Actually, proves he doesn't have Hurricane, which is absolutely great. We can get that Moonblast off and just get loads and loads of damage off him. And we're in a really, really nice position right now. I do go for another Wish here, as he goes to the Shadow Ball, and we can just T-Wave him. Literally, Dovahkiin is just putting in the work right now. He literally just cannot touch this guy. I don't know if he managed to prep too hard. He goes to the Psychic, getting a crit here, which is not great because it's the same problem. I've now got to Wish and I've got to Protect and not get powered. He gets another crit right here as well, making it even spookier because I think after Leftovers recovery it may have been a roll, but I can go for a Protect here. He does get paralyzed this turn, and we do come back right here, so that's absolutely great. He is spamming these Psychics, so I try and work out, is it worth going out into Hydreigon here and risking the switch? And I do go out into Hydreigon, as it unfortunately does get powers, but I'm pretty sure he was going to go for what I thought. So I decided to go Dragon Pulse was the safe middle. I didn't know what spread this guy had, so I figured that was the best bet. And I do switch out to Fugs Bunny because it's the same concept. I can take electric moves, I could take any sort of coverage there outside of maybe HP Ice. But considering he had the Aqua Tail, I was unsure whether he'd have the HP Ice or not. And I could have taken one. So I can literally just clean up here with Fugs Bunny right now. And that is the end of the game. So we do end up with a 6-0 victory, which is absolutely great. And yeah, really, really good match. The team worked out exactly how I planned it to go, which is really, really nice. So yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy the video. If you did, don't forget to leave a like, and I will see you guys at the next one. Macadii out.